I had questions about Christianity, but
Oh
also
yeah,
I
and
came to
sick.
address I said that I would study something about the fourth verse in chapter 65 about the child marriage and stuff.
You wanted to touch on that?
Yeah, just I read something in QuranTalkblog.com.
Quran
I found
Talk
it interesting.
Blog.
I just want to share it with you.
Quran Talk Blog.
.com. Yeah. You don't think it's a credible website?
It's a blog, man.
Well, no, they actually give explanations based on the Arabic language and stuff. Let me just read something very quickly, just and
Go
then you
ahead,
give me your
man.
opinion.
Go ahead.
Okay. Verse 65, no, I mean, chapter 65, verse 4 discusses the necessary interim period between a husband and a wife if they choose to divorce. It goes on, and then it says, additionally, it is worth pointing out that the verse clearly references women by using the term nisaikum, which does not include children.
Hmm. How long were you here?
What?
How long have you been here?
About 20 minutes, something like this?
So yeah, within the past 20 minutes, I went over this. Somebody used that same argument. So let me
No,
show you.
yeah, he said nisa though.
Yeah, Nisa, that's the same word that's being used in 65.4. It's
I was just
Nisa.
waiting. I wasn't actually.
Yeah,
But
so
wait, nisaikum, is that the same?
it's the same word, but it's just a different form of the word.
Can you actually like prove it in the Quran that it says nisa instead of nisaikum, or is that just or
Word,
we're
bro.
just
Yeah. Nisai kum is the word woman in the plural. Okay.
Mhm.
So
So it does not imply that there's no.
look. So I'm about to show you the same word is used, the same word, same form is used in 249 referring to infant babies.
Oh well.
Look. Uh,
Damn.
Here it is. So this is chapter 2, verse 49, right? You familiar with the story of Pharaoh?
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right. So you know how Pharaoh ordered his soldiers to go kill the newborn boys?
Not really,
You're not familiar
not
with that?
really.
Okay.
I forgot the complete story. I just
All right.
know
Well, yeah.
some part.
So
Yeah,
this is before Moses was born, or I mean, when Moses was born, Pharaoh was afraid, that the Israelites would rise up and stuff like that, right? And they'll have a ruler.
yeah.
So he sent out an order. This is the verse here. And we delivered you from Pharaoh's people who were afflicting you with a horrible torment, killing your sons and sparing your women. The word is nisaikum. And therein was a mighty trial from your Lord. The word is nisaikum. I'll show you. Same form of the word that's in 65:4. You see? Nisaikum. Now, here's the
Mhm.
point though. This verse is talking about infants, the infants that are born. Pharaoh wants the infant boys to be killed, but he spares the infant girls. But
Mhm.
they're called nisaikum, women.
Yeah, yeah.
So the word nisa or nisaikum in the plural refers to all kinds of females. The context is going to tell you what kind of female it's talking about, what kind of woman it's talking about. A child woman, a teenage woman, or a grown adult woman. The context will tell you. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. I get you. Okay, I understand that. Okay, I just found it interesting, but yeah, seems like you can't trust these sources.
Can't
Them.
trust them, man. You
Yeah.
know what you could trust? You
What?
can trust the Sheikh. Trust
No,
Sheikh
no,
Logic. Trust
no.
Sheikh Logic, bro.
Yeah, shake logic, yeah, but like not any shake,
Yeah, not
just
any
logic.
Sheikh. Sheikh Logic specifically. He's the one
Shake.
you want to trust. He's the one you want to
All,
go to.
Are you implying that you're Sheikh Logic or?
That's me.
Oh, I get you. I get you. I get
That's me,
you. Yeah, yeah,
Habibi.
yeah, yeah.
Hold on, man. Let
I'll
me.
rely on logic only, but if you make sense as well, yeah, why not?
So
One thing.
yeah,
Yeah,
go
I just
ahead.
wanted to discuss one thing. I realized because I have Christian friends, and they're actually my best friends in
Mhm,
comparison to other Muslims that they don't. They say that they shouldn't be your best friends and stuff. But
mhm.
yeah, they're very close to me, and I discussed some topics with them, and I didn't like something because you're not really monotheistic, in my opinion. You pray to Saint Mary and to these other saints that they died. So you're basically worshiping dead people, even though my friend told me that they're holy or something, or they've been sent by God in some form. I don't know. I don't remember the specific explanation. But yeah, do you really think that's a monotheistic nature of a religion, like worshiping like?
I'll address that in a second. I'll address that in a
Okay,
second. I
okay,
promise.
okay. I just have
First,
a problem with that. I just have a
okay.
problem.
So
Yeah.
first, I want to land what we were just talking about. So now that you know that 65-4 is definitely including little girls who haven't menstruated, are
Hmm.
you okay with that?
I am not okay with marrying young. No.
So you just condemned the Quran.
Well, listen, in some way, mm, in a way, I guess you could say that, but I haven't
You
read the entire Quran, and I
you don't need
believe.
to. You don't need to read the entire Quran to spot falsehood and evil. Like I don't have to read it the entire book of Satan to spot evil. You know what I'm saying, or something that's just
Mhm.
obviously wrong.
Don't you think that there's some type of moral obligation to read the major, how do I say, the books of the major Abrahamic religions just to
No,
really grasp the knowledge?
no.
Oh.
You asked moral obligation. No, there's no
Mhm.
moral obligation for you to read the entire Quran. No, it doesn't matter how big a religion is. I don't, just because Hinduism is huge. Hinduism is large too. I don't have to go read the Hinduism books just because it's huge and large. Um, I don't have to do that. What
Mhm.
you have a moral obligation to God and the truth, and so that's what you stick with. And then when you spot a falsehood or evil, something that goes against the character of God, you immediately call it out and reject it.
Yeah,
Simple.
I can call that verse out that it's against it's just basic morality, basic
Yeah,
logic. That's the
absolutely.
problem.
Absolutely. So
That's
you
that's
just
the
condemn
problem.
you just condemn the Quran, man. Why are you still a Muslim?
Listen. I understand that, but the reason why I'm still a Muslim is because I believe, apart from Jews, I believe that Muslims have the most, how do I say, monotheistic nature of worshiping God and not.
That's fine. If you have a monotheistic concept of God,
Yeah,
that's simpler than others, but yet this God is teaching you that you can go and have sex with little girls. How how do
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter
Hmm.
how it doesn't
Hmm.
matter how simple and comprehensible its monotheistic view is. If it's
Yeah.
teaching that this God is teaching evil things, that's a false God, right?
Well, yeah. If it's. Hmm. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a
It,
false
it makes
God.
sense. Yeah, it makes sense.
Mhm. So you can have something that is understandable and wow, yeah, you know what? That is the most simple, comprehensible form of monotheism that I've seen out of all these other religions. Yet,
Exactly. Exactly.
yet this God teaches I can have sex with little girls. Yet this God teaches that I can hit my wife if I fear disobedience. Yet this God teaches that I can, if I go pillage a village, I can take a married woman captive and sleep with her as long as she's my captive. You know, I can do all
Mhm.
of these things. This is what this God is teaching.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Obvious things that are evil.
yeah.
Why? Why?
Hmm.
So you can see that it's a false God.
Well, well, yeah. I don't know.
You do know.
I'm gonna have to think about it more deeply. I'm
Okay.
gonna have to read all these like major Abrahamic religion books to really actually judge, in my opinion.
I think you only need one. You only need one to judge.
You
I
think the
chap.
Torah is just irrelevant?
Hmm?
You think the
Oh no.
Torah is just irrelevant?
Oh no. No. The Torah is essential. The Torah is
Mm,
essential. But what I'm saying is, for you to know what is true, and you're saying you need to think deeply and read them to really make this
yeah.
decision or guide you the right
Mhm.
way. There's only one book that you need to read, bro. Read the Gospel of Matthew. Just read it. What you'll
I
see.
promise you, I'll read it. I just, yeah,
Mhm.
I need to read everything to really
Start with the Gospel of Matthew, bro. Read the Gospel of
gospel of.
Matthew from beginning to end.
Mhm.
And in the meantime, as you're doing this on your journey, keep coming to me and telling me what you're finding and what you're reading and everything. I want to be on this journey with you. You're in an interesting place. I
Mhm.
want to know what you find, what you think, questions you might have, or whatever. Read the Gospel of Matthew. It gives you the character of Jesus, his teachings, the gospel message right in the root of the book of Matthew. Okay? Read that,
Mhm.
and I doubt that you would. I mean, you wouldn't think twice about this Quran. I promise you.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I'll just search for the truth, and that's it.
Perfect.
Just
Okay.
one recommendation. One recommendation.
To me?
Yeah, to you.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Yeah. I see that I've seen your debates with Mon specifically, and it goes well. You know how to point out uh you know how to point out like certain topics and stuff. That's very good. But if you're gonna make a point against a verse of the Quran and um not take, how do I say, not to not know the context of the whole chapter, for example, I don't think that's right, because Uthman did that. He did the same thing to you, and you did the same thing to him. And I just want to say, like, be
What's an
uh,
example
I don't remember the.
of
Yeah,
me? Of me,
I
not,
can
not
give you.
Uthman. Because I remember what you're talking about with Uthman when he asked about the hour and he didn't even know the context of what he was reading.
Yeah, but
But
you use the same
about
thing.
me.
You yeah.
Yeah. When did I do that? What? Like, give me the example.
Bro, I don't want to go with like your debates are like 30 minutes, 2 episodes and stuff.
Well, I'm
It's
just saying
gonna
if
take a
you're
long
saying
time.
that I've taken a verse out of its context
Listen,
without knowing the context of it, I want to know. I want to know when I did because I don't believe I did that. If you're saying I did that, I want to know if I did that for real and correct that.
yeah, okay, I understand. Like, you're very honest. That's very amazing. I'm not here to judge. I'm just giving you a recommendation. Next time that we talk, I'll definitely give you the other, just one quick recommendation. Use the hadith. Why don't you use more hadith against Muslims? I don't understand.
Have you
Why?
not
Like,
been watching?
I watched you argued about the divorce chapter for like an hour or something. Do you actually give? Because I've seen it with Uthman. He kind of dodges translating the hadith and stuff. Like, I've seen some stuff, but yeah, just use the hadith. The hadith is enough to really, combat these debates, in my opinion.
Yeah, I use hadiths all the time. Now, with this particular one about child marriage, usually the hadith that people go to would be obviously the Muhammad and Aisha one, right? They'll use that.
Mhm.
There's so many games that are played with that one that's not even for me the primary issue, because it's taught in the Quran and there's no way around it. So with it being taught in the Quran, and then I use the scholarly consensus, I show them the scholars that say, yep, it's about kids. Yep, it's about kids. And the consensus, not a single person disagrees. I show them that. They can't get around that.
Mhm.
You know?
Yeah.
So but yeah, I mean it depends on what I'm doing and how I'm feeling, when it
Yeah,
comes
yeah,
to
I get you.
certain arguments. But yeah.
I get you.
It's funny. You'll make a good Christian apologist, man. You'll make a good one.
You think so?
Yeah, I do. Yes,
I don't
ma'am.
know. Thank you. Thank you. Bro, I wish you good luck. I wish everyone to just find the truth. That's it. It doesn't matter what book, just we just need to find the truth. That's it. That's all we need.
Amen.
Okay.
Amen.
Good luck, bro.
All right,
I'll see
Riz.
you in a bit.
Peace, peace.
All right, peace, bro.